All right, we are at Raiders headquarters this morning on mandatory minicamp day 2 for media availability, and we are just going to break down some of the things that happened last night, or I should say yesterday, in regards to the pressers with the players and then the coaches corner interview. So a lot of things to discuss. One thing I want to discuss when it comes to the player interview that we had was Andre James citing that Brandon Bolden was the one that actually came out and took that leadership role with Josh Jacobs being absent. Now, he is not being fined. The other thing I wanted to touch on was Divine Diablo. People are talking about him wearing the green dot and being the quarterback of the defense. Again, the green dot's nothing new. It was new in 2022, but not new in 2023. And so, again, I talked about that leadership role and being held accountable and not knowing your assignment, but knowing the other 11 players' assignments, including himself. So again, it's not something that he takes lightly. There's going to be a lot more preparation, I would say, on the back end there, but that's something that he can definitely work on and key on. And obviously he gained 13 pounds. He bulked up from 225 to now 238 and then cut down to 234. So he dropped 4 pounds, and I asked him, is that a good playing weight for you without compromising the speed? And that's something we talked about on yesterday's live stream with my guy Harry Ruiz from La Nacion Raider. So again, we talked all about this, and again, I think a good weight for him as a second level backer is probably in that 232 234 range. And again, every physique is different. So again, I keep telling people muscle weighs more than fat. So again, if a guy looks leaner, that could be a difference of, you know, what's the body fat percentage? What does that body fat percentage look like? And again, people are talking about BMI, body mass index. That's a huge no-no. You don't do that in the bodybuilding or strength and conditioning role. I mean, because look, if I went off the BMI, I would be considered obese, all right? And I'm not obese for sure. And again, muscle weighs more than fat. So again, a lot of layers to this, a lot of parameters that go into what makes a guy tick when he's talking about weight gain and weight loss and muscle mass and lean muscle mass, right? So again, all these factors play into that role. And the strength and conditioning coaches, I talked about on the community page here on YouTube, wrote an article about it. And of course, I always do it in the description box of every YouTube live stream that I post, as well as getting back to you in the comments. So again, that's another thing with Divine Diablo. Another thing I want to touch on in regards to who talked yesterday, Trayvon Merrick. And Trayvon Merrick talked about year 3. And again, in any style of defense that you're coming into, last year was essentially a second rookie season for Trayvon Merrick because he was learning a new scheme. And so everyone had high hopes for Trayvon Merrick in year 1 because the Pro Football Writers Association made the all-rookie team, and then transitioning into year 2, that's where you see the most significant growth from players going into year 1 to year 2. And he kind of took a step backwards, and maybe it was because of learning a new scheme. This year, he talked about it. He said, you know what, I'm in the new scheme, but it's the same scheme, right? So again, you're talking about reacting more than read and react, right? So again, you're going to see more of a reaction game. It's going to allow him to play more aggressive on the back end, and hopefully that leads to more turnovers and interceptions. So really eager to see what we're going to talk about today as far as Raiders headquarters is concerned and mandatory minicamp day 2. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Tell all your family and friends about the dark side of Beastwriter here on YouTube, Beast Nation Stand Up. I'll keep it hot for you guys. Just be sure to turn on that bell notification so you guys know when I go live or upload content. So again, that's it for right now on this Aloha kickoff video. We'll be going ahead and posting more videos throughout the day. So again, you're not going to want to miss a beat from the beat as we keep things hot here in the DOB at lovely Raiders headquarters. Thank you so much. Take care for now. Beastwriter out.